Hey there, Pisces. Welcome to your reading. Oh, never mind, wrong camera. Welcome to your reading for the week of July 7th. We're going to jump in here today. You have this Today is the Day card. There you go. It's time to begin the journey. You have this card. It says, pull yourself close. It says, every part of your being is deserving of love. I do think it's time for Pisces to love themselves as well. It's like the better that Pisces takes care of themselves, the better that Pisces does for themselves, the better other things will go. It's just that simple. So I do think it is a very good time to learn how to love yourself if you don't, and even if you do, it's a good time to do it better. So I would definitely focus on that. Clearly, today is the day to start something. The funny thing is here, Pisces, is that I'm doing this video on June 30th, and it will be published on July 1st. And I feel that even if you're watching this before the 7th, that today is the day. So whenever you're watching it is the day for you to get started on something or to make your move. A lot of people showing up here already, Pisces, so whenever we have a reading with a lot of people, it can represent that people want your time or people want your attention this week. You could just find yourself being very popular this week as well. And again, based off this reading, it looks like a good thing to me, Pisces. It's like you have really good money cards here. You have great love cards here. Like it literally could be good for pretty much every single area of your life. So I would encourage you to socialize and be around people. And so far, we don't see anything toxic. Now, I will say, I'm pretty sure in your July reading and also in your next 3-month reading that I just did, you had the devil. So I would be careful of toxic people in general. People who seem toxic, people who have already been toxic to you, but, this looks pretty good. You have the Queen of Pentacles. I don't know, for especially between now and the end of the year, you're going to be very focused on money. Then when we get to 2026, you are going to be even more focused on money. And I don't know. There's really nothing to say about it. I think that you're working. I think that you are, probably just inspired to find better ways of making money, better ways to improve your finances, trying to set yourself free from any restrictions that you could be experiencing as well. So again, I think there's like a lot of things that Pisces is dealing with money, with the Queen of Pentacles. And the funny thing is that's popping into my head with this Queen of Pentacles is it's also like the importance of money. But I am not saying that money is important, right? What I am saying is that some of you actually could be making money less important in your life. And obviously money is important. We need money to survive. So, I am a big supporter in making as much as you possibly can because we can, right? If we set our minds to it. And we can do great things with it. So, that's what I'll say there. But, again, I also think that, if you're doing something in your life that you hate doing that makes you money, I feel like you are no longer going to tolerate that. So it's like yes, money is important, but I also feel like you are saying, I'm not just going to do things because it pays me a lot of money, if that makes sense, right? And I don't know, I feel obviously that's a good thing, right? When you do that, you will make more money because you're being pure. Your intentions towards what you are doing are pure. So I think this is going to be a very good thing for you. You have the King and Queen of Pentacles next to the Lovers right here. You have the Page of Cups. Definitely could be attracting new love into your life. I feel like you've been waiting a long time. For those of you that are looking for love, I feel this has been like a long time coming, Pisces. I would say that the good news about this, Pisces, is that I do feel that if you are attracting someone new, that this is totally worth it. I'm getting worth the wait, so it's like maybe it's been a long time coming, but I think this is something that is worth the wait for you here, Pisces, so I do like it. You have the Hierophant. The Hierophant could say that this is making you more money or that there is more money coming, not money, marriage, right? The Hierophant can represent marriage. That caught me off guard. So my brother's making a lot of noise in the other room and I'm about to flip out in about 2 seconds, so I got distracted. Sorry. Let's bring it back to the reading. But what I would say here with the Hierophant is that the Hierophant can represent blessings coming in for you. So I feel like there could be some blessings, and I do feel financial blessings from the Hierophant. But where I was going with that whole money thing is I feel that this is based off of things that you've learned. The thing about the King of Pentacles is that you also have the Nine of Pentacles. The King and the Nine of Pentacles together, they have these grapes on their cloak. So they can kind of represent a skill that you have learned. The Hierophant is the teacher. And so if you have learned a skill that has to do with making money, like in work or business, then, again, there could be more money coming in for you based off of a skill that you've learned. The Hierophant can also represent marriage, right? So we have the Emperor, we have the Lovers. You could be attracting like marriage potential or a person that you could get married to, and I definitely feel that with these cards. You have the King of Wands. It's like I have a very specific message popping into my head here, Pisces. I think that it's like if you think you know how to do something, do it, is what this is saying to me. I know that's a weird message, but he is very bold and assertive and confident. And I feel like there are going to be a lot of moments for you, not just this week or this month, but, over the next couple of years, really, where you can, show the world what you're made of and you can put your skills on display. But I also think, thinking about it is causing a problem. You have the Knight of Swords and the Seven of Cups. It's like, I don't know. I just get this energy from these two cards here of either waiting for the perfect moment, or it's saying yeah, and all this here is also saying to you that yeah, you do have these skills. You do have these talents, gifts, skills, and abilities, but maybe you're not using them in a big enough way, or you're not using them in the right way. And I feel like you need to, because it will help you stand out. It will get you a lot of attention and all that other stuff. And that's kind of what I feel with these cards. So there you go. With the Queen of Pentacles, you have the Two of Swords. If you are attracting love, I do think you're attracting someone who's been overthinking this. I don't know. I almost get the feeling that someone has their eye on you. Page of Cups could be a Capricorn, could be a Taurus, could be an Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Earth sign, water sign. I mean, you have fire. You have everything here. It makes sense that a lot of people are attracted to you right now as well, Pisces. Just based off your astrology, I think that Jupiter going into your 5th house. In Cancer, you definitely probably are going to notice a lot more attention just in general. So, there you go. But I do feel like there's someone specific that has been overthinking you. I think that this could be a little bit of a clue for you, because I also feel that they will tell you this. It's like when you meet this person, they'll probably tell you, I thought about talking to you 6 months ago or something like that. With the Hierophant, you have the Three of Pentacles. I think you're very focused on results in a lot of ways. The Three of Pentacles is a card of quality work, but I think that in all areas of life, Pisces, and this is not a bad thing, this is a very good thing. I think you are focusing on the results that people provide to you. I also think you are thinking about the results you can provide to situations and people, and I feel this is increasing the quality of your life, which definitely is a good thing for Pisces to do right now. With the King of Wands, you have the World. You have to show your skills to the world. Pisces, I've been saying this to you so many times. I can't even title your videos this anymore, because it comes up in all your readings. But I think it's your time to shine. I think it's your time to show off and get the attention you deserve and all that other stuff. But it's you're gonna have to put your skills out into the world, and that's what the world wants you to do. Next, in the area of what's coming in for you, you have this Bearing Fruit card and the Smoke and Mirrors card. The Bearing Fruit card obviously can be a card of abundance, and we do see some good abundance cards here. So you could be growing abundance. The Smoke and Mirrors card is no jumping to conclusions. You have the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is my card of jumping to conclusions. So I think you need to pay attention to things that are clearly getting results. Nine of Pentacles, right? Nine of Pentacles is a clear result. Part of me is kind of wondering if Neptune and Pisces has taught Pisces. Neptune will be retrograding back into Pisces again, but I'm wondering if you have learned that you can't just trust people, which is hard for Pisces, because Pisces does just naturally trust people, right? That's usually what gets Pisces into trouble. So I feel like the Knight of Swords is saying, that you have to pay attention to results, and that's it. And, the Knight of Swords is making a hasty decision, and you have this Smoke and Mirrors card. I would definitely say, this week, especially the week of the 7th, I would be very clear on what you're doing. Also, we're very close to the Mercury retrograde, so, don't just accept things. I do feel this could be financial. King of Pentacles down to the Page of Pentacles. It's someone could be making you a financial promise. Someone could be saying, something about starting a business or whatever. Doesn't matter what it is. Knight of Swords says don't just accept it at face value. You need to get the facts. You need to understand the ins and outs, whether this is an investment, a job opportunity, a person that wants to, is claiming you can make a bunch of money doing something, whatever it is, doesn't matter. Again, you have that smoke and mirrors card. I don't even think that this is necessarily a bad person. It's like sometimes I think people are too dramatic with the tarot, which definitely gets the views. But, what I would say is, like, I don't think this has to be a bad thing. It might just be a person who just isn't educated on something. It's like them, or maybe what they heard, maybe they heard something was good, but maybe they didn't take the time to look into it. So again, I'm not saying this is like a bad person or anything, but if someone's coming in being like, hey, do this with your money or whatever, I would look into it before you do anything. And as a matter of fact, I wouldn't do anything until like after the middle of August, right? I would be like, I can't do this right now. Come talk to me in September, right? You have the Emperor. The Emperor is a card of bossing up and being bold, being assertive. Same with the King of Wands. So I feel a lot of you could be embracing this Emperor type energy, which it would be a good thing. I feel that there are a lot, it is a time of opportunity. He's sitting on his throne, and he has his armor on underneath his cloak here. And the armor on underneath his cloak says that he is ready to go at a moment's notice, but, whenever an opportunity presents itself. So I do feel like you have to be prepared for opportunities. I just wouldn't be rushing any opportunities. You have the Page of Cups. Definitely could be love. Again, all your like July reading and everything like that said that love could be coming in for you at this time. Obviously, if you're sitting at home, tarot cannot make do anything for you. To me, tarot is a tool for personal development. I think one of the biggest problems with tarot is that people think it's predictive. It can be somewhat predictive, but I think it's more a tool of, like I said, personal development and personal insight and all that other good stuff. So, it's just energy that exists. You can work with it or not, right? So, again, you're going to have to leave the house. You're going to have to put yourself in situations where love can happen. You're going to have to, go out and meet new people, believe it or not. And if you do that, you never know what could happen. So there you go. But definitely could be a love offer coming in for you. For those of you that get out of the house and actually do something. With the Knight of Swords, you have the Temperance card. Temperance, it can be kind of cause and effect. And I say kind of because not really, but kind of. And that's what's popping into my head. Temperance is a card of alchemy, turning one thing into another. Now, the Justice card is the card of cause and effect, and but sometimes I feel that the Temperance card says that you need to look at the results that you're getting. It's like, and you need to see, is there an effect based off the work that you're doing in life? If there is, then you're good to go. The other thing that I'm getting here for you, Pisces, is that it's like I feel that your standard of evidence is a little bit too high. Those are literally the words I'm getting, and those are crazy words, but here's what I mean. I feel that some of you, it's like you're saying, like, right here, let's put it this way. He has this path behind him. This is called the path to glory, and there is a crown back there. It's like there's a crown waiting for you to claim it, and this could be, I feel it is more financially related, like work or business or whatever, but it's like he might be trying to perfect something. So I feel like you're saying, it's like if you have a goal, you could be saying like, oh, I can't do this right now until XYZ happens. It's like, it's almost like you're setting a standard of evidence, or you're like saying, I need more proof that this is going to work. But I feel like the universe is saying like, no, this could work right now. Like, what are you waiting for? And that's kind of the energy I get off the Temperance card, especially if you're thinking about trying something. Now, the other thing about the Temperance card is it's a card of patience, right? I'm telling you right now, I think that there could be someone who's like rushing in with some sort of opportunity or something like that. I would wait until like September, like I said. And I would tell this person that you have to wait till September. And if this person says, no, you have to do this right now, that is definitely a clue that you shouldn't do it in the first place, right? So there you go. With the Emperor, you have the Four Cups. The Four Cups can represent past disappointments, which I kind of like. I feel you are very similar to Capricorn sometimes. Your readings are sometimes. And why, I have no clue, but what I would say is I feel that you have experienced too many disappointments, and I feel that could be making it hard for you to take action on new stuff. So there you go. With the Page of Cups, you have the Six of Wands. Yes, you need to be seen. You need to be celebrated. Page of Cups could be you, right? And so I feel it's time for you to shine, like I said. I do feel like there could be some victories and successes coming in for you, clearly. I also feel like someone could see you as very special. I also kind of feel like that's the difference here. Like, let's say you're dating right now, Pisces, and meeting multiple people. I feel like for once, it's like someone is doing what you normally do to other people. And I mean that in a good way. It's like, I think normally Pisces is the overgiver. I think normally Pisces is the one that, is always like initiating things in the relationship and stuff like that, right? And so I feel like for once, it's like you're meeting a person that likes you a little bit too much. But I mean that in like a good way. Now, here's the thing, is that sometimes I think that turns people off, right? It's like where you meet a person and you're like, this person likes me a little bit too much. But, again, I would, like, not telling you what to do. Someone always gets mad at me and calls me all these sorts of names and stuff whenever I say this. It's like, I don't care. Do whatever you want. I don't give a shit, right? But what I would say is I would give this person a chance. There you go. And so, I think it would be good for you no matter what. Next, in the area of messages from your future self, you have this Calm card and this Illuminate card. I feel that there are, I think you need to trust your feelings is really what this is saying. I think that's always true for you, Pisces, but it's like I feel there are things that will make you feel rushed. Those are the things you should be careful with. And I feel there are other things that will make you feel calm. And I think those are the things that you probably should do. Now, I do feel that sometimes there are things that we feel a little bit rushed to do that are good for us. So balance, right? We have to, and again, I think the easy answer here for you is to ignore everything I just said and just pay attention to the evidence, plain and simple, right? People, I'm telling you right now, Pluto in Aquarius is pay attention to the evidence, plain and simple. So even if you're feeling rushed on something, it's like maybe your boss comes to you and is like, oh, we're looking for a person to, go open a new company, a new branch in California, but I need a decision by the end of the week. That might make you feel not calm and might make you feel rushed. So what should you do, Pisces? You should look at the frickin' evidence. What you should do is you should become a data nerd, right? You should say to yourself, first off, would I even like being in California? Maybe you need to do a little bit of research, right, on that. Maybe you say to yourself, you know what? I like drinking wine. I like the beach. I like Hollywood. I don't know why you would, but sure. Maybe you like other things in California. I don't freaking know what's in California, right? But whatever. Bigfoot, right? If you're going to Northern California, I love Bigfoot. Okay, check, right? Good. I like it. Next, what you should say is you should look at the company. Has the company been going this direction? If the answer is yes, then okay, that's another check mark. Then you should say, am I making more money when I do this? Yes. Okay, great. That's another check. Are they going to pay for my move? Yes. Okay, that's another check, right? So we have to become that level of nerd to make a decision. So there might be some decisions that are uncomfortable, but you have to look at the evidence, right? Plain and simple. There you go. You have the Page of Wands, the King of Pentacles, and the Seven of Cups. Page of Wands says, embrace the adventure. I think it's an amazing time for adventure. I mean, I literally said in the 2025 readings to like every single sign that in 2025 that I felt like at the middle of 2025 would be an amazing time for adventures and like learning new things. So, I definitely would. I really don't feel much else there. You have the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles, card of stability, card of financial stability, which is a focus for you for probably the next several years at least, probably because the last many years has been a challenge for you. And we had Uranus and Taurus, and I think Uranus and Taurus triggered a lot of people to create more freedom. But for Pisces, I feel that it made you, realize that you don't have to suffer financially, right? And that you can create true financial freedom. So again, now that Uranus is leaving Pisces, actually on the 7th, I believe, right? That I think that when a major planet leaves a sign, that's when we implement what we learned. And so I feel a lot of you could be doing things to create true financial security, just that simple. Also, divine counterparts. So if you're looking for love, looks pretty good. You have the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups can represent being spoiled for choice, having a lot of options. So I feel for a lot of you that you could be spoiled for choice at this time with the Seven of Cups. And there could be a lot more options coming in for you with this card as well. I think that you need to take a pause and really think about what you want out of life as well. Like I said, I think that, the California example is a little bit ridiculous. But, my point of that is, what does Pisces want? Do the opportunities that you have in love, in business, in work, everything that you're doing right now and everything that you could do in the future. It's like, do you understand where it adds up in your life? Meaning, are those things that you really want to be doing? Everything. Everything that you're doing. Do you really want to do it? Does it actually add up to something? Can you hit those check marks? Or are you doing things that you hate? I think Pisces needs to take the rest of the year to really think about that. Especially between now and September, because we have eclipses starting again around that time. And what I would say about those eclipses is, I think they're more positive than the first two eclipses we had, but I do think they're asking us to, again, say, like, are you doing things that you don't want to do anymore? Or it's like, can you just change your life now? With the Page of Cups, you have the Eight of Cups. Yes, you cannot make that up. I literally just went on a rant about this, about walking away from things that no longer serve you. That's definitely what I would be doing there, Pisces. With the King of Pentacles, you have the Star. Yes, amazing. The Star can be about accomplishing your North Star or moving towards your North Star. It can also be a card of hope, faith, and renewal. I do feel that you could be attracting a person that kind of renews your faith in connections. So for those of you that are looking for love, it's actually pretty good. I think you could be, attracting a person that kind of makes you, feel like love can happen, or something like that is popping into my head with that card. So I definitely like to see that. With the Seven of Cups, you have the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like, what are you holding on to, or what limitations are you, holding on to, or what limitations are you arguing for? And I feel those are the things that you need to release. Again, the things that you hate, the things that you don't really want to do any longer. Next, in the area of the good stuff, you have a Sagittarius card. Here you go. It says expansion. It says you are ready to expand and move forward to your next lucky break. Amazing. Yes. You have a Soul Family card. It says, prepare to meet those who share a similar frequency level as you. Yes. So I think the whole entire reading is encouraging expansion. And like I said on the Temperance card, moving towards your crown here, Pisces. You actually have two cards. Didn't even know that. You have the Nine of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords, the Lovers, and the Page of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles can represent gratitude, luxuries, and abundance. Ten of Swords can represent a blessing in disguise. So a lot of you, especially in the good stuff, it represents a blessing in disguise. You could be seeing how something that happened to you in the past was or is a blessing in disguise, so I kind of feel that here. But definitely very good for money with that Nine of Pentacles. Like, I feel there are a lot more better financial opportunities. You have the Lover, so clearly love, if you want it, that could be coming in for you. Again, you have the Soul Family card. Again, the Soul Family card would tell me that it would be a great time to make new friends, meet new people, do new things with your life so that you can meet new people, so that you can be more successful, right? I would be doing all of that, Pisces, because that's where you could definitely attract love, for sure. You have the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles can represent like a new opportunity coming in for you. Page of Pentacles can also be like good news coming in for you. And not only that, could be a new person. So Page of Pentacles could be like new communication or receiving communication from a person. You can't make this up. With the Nine of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords, you have the Devil. I literally said it at the beginning of the reading. So again, you could be seeing how releasing a past person or a past devil, which a devil doesn't have to be a person, it could be anything. But you could be seeing how it was a blessing in disguise that this, whatever the situation is, didn't work out. Especially in love, because I do feel very good about love here. You could really be attracting a good person. With the Lovers, you have the King of Wands, which, again, could be a fire sign. Could also just be a very bold, assertive person that's coming in for you here, Pisces. I'm happy to see the King of Wands because, as I always say, like the King and Queen of Pentacles, they're good, but they lack a little bit of that spiciness in connections. And trust me, I'm a Pisces. I know how you Pisces are. You definitely need that spiciness. Pisces is nasty. Every Pisces I've known, right? So what I would say here is that this would be a little bit too boring, in the places it counts. So, again, I think that this person, it's like maybe it starts off a little boring, but then, things kind of spice up or whatever. But, there you go. With the Page of Pentacles, you have the Wheel of Fortune. Definitely a positive change in your fortunes. This reading is actually amazing. So, I knew that July would be a good month for you. And again, I don't want you to focus too much on the retrograde. Every time I do a reading, when it's like retrograde, people are like, you're saying it's a good reading, but we have Mercury retrograde. I'm always like, yeah, Mercury retrograde isn't bad, number one. some of the best months of my life have been Mercury retrograde months. Some months where I've made the most money in my entire freaking life have been Mercury retrograde. So, again, a retrograde is not going to ruin your life. It's not going to be, it is not bad. It is not a bad thing, right? And we deal with it 4 times a year, sometimes 3 times, but sometimes 4 times a year, depending on the year, right? And so it's like, it's not bad. Astrology, tarot does not control your life, plain and simple. I have broken every single retrograde rule. Nothing has happened, right? For the first 8 years of my channel, well, maybe actually 7 years, I had a computer that I bought during retrograde. Literally lasted me 7 freaking years of this channel. Wouldn't worry about it, right? So again, it is a very lucky time for you, but the luck, you have to do things to make it lucky. You have to take action and not think about the retrograde that's happening. You have this arrow card, and it says, you're on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. Yes, Temperance, you're on the right path, but you have to start on the path, right? And that's what I would do. I would also stay very focused. It's I feel being scattered is going to be a problem with that 7 of Cups, and so I would stay focused. You have this butterfly. It says a change for the better. Yes, this is only the beginning, though. This is a change for the better that's going to happen between now and 2030s for Pisces, right? And so, I think things are going to be improving here. You have this lightning card that says control your anger, you will be sorry the entire month. I would say literally, actually, probably for the next 3 years. When you think about it, you have all that energy in Aries, Neptune in Aries, Saturn in Aries. It's in your second house in Aries. And, what I would say there, Pisces, is that, the second house rules values, but it can also be how other people value you, or, how you come off as being valuable to other people, if that makes sense. And so if you're always freaking out, flying off the handle, flipping people off on the road, having road rage and things like that, really bad time to do that, right? So I would just be very careful of that situation with this card. I would just keep calmer, cooler heads prevail. You have this rainbow. It says most difficult part of a situation is over. Yes, it's I do feel the universe wants you to believe that things can be better for you, that things can be good, and that the challenges are over, right? You have this dog's card. It says getting together with friends. Yes, if you want love, I definitely feel you could be meeting a person through friends, for sure. But I like this. This is a deep reading, Pisces. A lot going on here. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your month.